right, boys and girls, it is time for the show. We got the tech stuff set up. We are about to partake in the Paracosmic Sip. This is the sensation sweeping the nation. There are people over in Ireland, there are people over in America, and so much more taking part in the world-famous Paracosmic Sip. What is that? Well, all you need is a glass with a liquid of any kind in it. It doesn't have to be a glass. It could be a cup. It could be a mug. It could be a thermos. It could be anything you want to contain liquid in, and that's all you'll need. So let's get that started here, and let's get the show on the road in 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody, to Ask a Wizard, and it's open to the wrong tab. This is today's content, so if you want to take a quick screenshot, you'll know what's coming up for today. And this is Ask a Wizard, the Paracosm of Disney's Haunted Mansion. The personality type, the ENFP personality type. That is the personality type of one of my little brothers. And a day in the life of the owls. We're going to be doing that and so much more, boys and girls. So let's get... I got to stop clapping. It is so bad because it is just an annoyance on the audio, and I get that every time I say a single thing, every owl at home is just they're losing their mind, they're ripping their shirts off. That's how I imagine every time the show goes live. But if I'm clapping for myself, that I understand. I'm empathizing with your energy. Speaking of empathizing with your energy, why don't we move on to the world famous Paracosmic Sip? What is the Paracosmic Sip? Oh, well, let me tell you, boys and girls, this is the sensation sweeping the nation. Look at this relaxing owl. Don't you just already feel relaxation? Pretty awesome, right? So what we're going to be doing here is a relaxation exercise that's going to help you relax, calm down, relieve your stress and anxiety, and I believe it's more effective than 50% of over-the-counter medication. Now, the reason for that is because it uses the placebo effect, which is your mind's ability to alter reality. So, let me get this fixed here. So what that means is that when you experience this phenomenon in real time, you are also going to receive the same effects as long as you play along, and assuming that once again OBS has failed us. There we go. All right, where are we with my mug? So make sure you have a glass to partake in this. Anything will do to hold a liquid in it, and we're going to use that in just a bit. But first we got to get rid of that negative energy. So go ahead and make an energy ball in between your hands, just like that. Imagine an energy ball floating in between your hands. I know that sounds crazy, but if you do, you'll actually start to feel a magnetic force when you press in slightly. It's pretty weird, right? So once you've felt that, what I want you to do, imagine all the stress, anxiety, all the negativity in your body flowing up in your arms, into your palms, and then filling up that energy ball all the way with a colored energy. Whatever color represents that negativity for you, have it fill all the way up to the top. And once it feels like it's full, just let it go, and you'll feel that stress relief. But that's not enough. You see, you got rid of the energy, but we got to replace it with something else, or it's just going to fill back up with that same energy. So that's where the sip comes in. Place your hand on top. Imagine the energy you need. Maybe it's positivity, energy, relaxation, whatever you want for the day. Imagine it glowing in the bottom. This time, the color of that positive energy. Have it fill up the glass, starting at the bottom all the way to the top. In 3, 2, 1. You'll feel a tingle on your hands. That's how you know it's charged. And now you're ready for the Paracosmic Sip. The sensation sweeping the nation. This is people in Massachusetts, people in North Carolina, South Carolina, North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, California, Ireland, Australia, Canada, Florida, and so much more. All about to take part in the same activity right here, right now on 3, 2, 1. You'll take a sip in, you'll feel the energy fill your body, the exact energy you need, my friends. That is the Paracosmic Sip. Let us know your glowing reviews in the comments below. Let us know why this is more effective than every single beverage you've ever consumed in your entire life. Let us know how you now are able to, your whole life's been changed. You see a vision for your future. Let us know the amazing experiences you had in the comments below. I can't make any of those claims, but you can. So feel free to drop those in the comment section below. And that, my friends, is the Paracosmic Sip. Welcome to the show. How are we doing, boys and girls? How are we doing in chat? Hey, Giovanni, welcome, welcome.
Alex said, the clapping doesn't actually bother me, dude. I say clap to your heart's content.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Apparently, they're not liking the Paracosmic Sip, though. We lost like 3 people to it, but you know what? I don't care. I do like the Paracosmic Sip because it brings joy and happiness to the world. All right. Let's move on to the first ever incredible video of the stream, which is... Oh, what am I saying? No, we're going to move on to the Weekly Weird. I am off today. I don't know why, other than the fact that once again I'm ignoring sickness through the utilization of caffeine, which apparently is attempting to trap fruit flies. But I shall prevail. Let's go and move forward here. No, I saw one trying to go for my coffee. He's skittering around like grease. He's just like, I'll tell you your astral signs. And so I squished him like a fruit fly. Just mush, mush, mush. And as I did, I just imagined grease as I was squishing him up. All right, let's move on to the Weekly Weird. I'd rather squish a fruit fly than grease, to be honest. It'd be less gross. Yeah. This Week in Weird. Today on This Week in Weird, a man named Salmon Dream is unable to change his name after the sushi promo. So, we're back to Taiwan with their salmon issue. And there's a man who's infuriated when he found out that after changing his name to Salmon, he is now unable to change it back. You guys might remember that there's a promotion going on in Thailand for a sushi shop where you can change your name to Salmon and they will give you a free sushi dinner for him and 5 of his friends for one day. He was quoted as saying... as he flopped on the floor. So, why is this going on? Why is this happening? So, there's a sushi deal. They're giving away free sushi if people change their name to Salmon. The offer expires at the end of this month, but it looks like many of the people who changed their name are going to have to accept their salmon-y fate forever. How does someone get to the point where they would sell out their namesake for some free sushi? How good is this place's sushi is what I want to know. It's like some sort of power play. Imagine you go to McDonald's. Hey, I'll give you a cheeseburger if you legally change your name to Buttface. Oh, honey, these cheeseburgers were so delicious, though. I had to. It's like, I can't imagine being that kind of person. But apparently there's a lot of them over in Taiwan, and they're experiencing their own salmon dream, or perhaps salmon nightmare. Boom! Look at that classic drop the mic, walk on out. Let's head on over to Build, Grow, and Create. How to Jump Inspiration. For those of you who don't know, this is our propaganda segment. This is where we inspire ourselves to learn how to jump. Today, I tried to inspire OPVs to jump, and she denied our jump training, so we're still behind. So there's a good chance you guys are going to crush us. We might actually lose jumps throughout this experience.
Oh, why?
But I believe that we're going to do great. We're going to drop that Discord in here. We're going to watch some propaganda to get you guys inspired to learn how to jump. This is the guide that we're using. If you want more information, join us in the Discord. We're doing jump challenges along with a bunch of other stuff. And let's watch that video right here, right now. How you doing over there, O-Peeps? How's life going?
I'm wondering, they all changed their name for a
to
single sushi
support
dinner?
local restaurants.
Yeah.
We've been to every
Just
city,
one free sushi meal, one day, and they also were allowed to invite 5 of their friends. So it's basically 6.
Tony's Tex-Mex.
No, only one person had to have the name Salmon.
They bought it?
Well, that
Oh, yeah.
sucks for them.
It really does.
I wouldn't. Maybe a lifetime sushi.
Yeah, if it was a lifetime, perhaps. Yeah. Even then, you're selling out your namesake. That's so ridiculous to me. I can't imagine doing something like that. I don't know why.
Alex said, I do it. Jesus says we'll all get new names when he returns anyways. So
just start with Salmon. Why not? I guess. All right, let's take a look at some jumping propaganda. Woo! This will be us in the near future, my friends. Boom! This is how you're going to walk into places now. Oh, you see a puddle? Well, don't worry. You're still going to smash the puddles, but you're going to look cool while you do it. It's so amazing. Look at that. Absolutely insane. Zip. Yoink. Look how close he got. Wow. This does not cease to amaze me. I'll be bored with it by probably the end of this week. That's how my ENTP-ness works. But man, I am so amazed by this right now. Which is great, because then we switch to a new thing next month. Wow. Jeez. Jeez, that looked painful. Oh, wow. Boop. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog. Look at him, he's got the blue hair and the spinning. By the way, guys, don't dye your hair blue. It looks ridiculous. Shame people with blue hair. It means you have to shame Dan. We have to shame Danny the Dream once a week because her hair's blue, but only once a week because she's always changing it. Wow. It's just... Oh my word. It's like, you know, this guy steals your wallet and then he hops away like this. Honestly, I want to just... It's like, you know what? You earned it. You earned it. I mean, if you put in all this effort to get this good at running away, you deserve my wallet. Yeah. So that, my friends, is the propaganda for today. That is our jump propaganda. How are we doing in chat? Are we frozen? Are we lagging out at all?
We're not frozen yet, no.
Okay, because it's looking a little laggy on mine. That's good. I'm glad. If Spectdum messes it up again, they might have to get a copy critique on them.
Athena Zowell asks, when does the jump challenge conclude?
It's at the end of the month, so that'll be on March, whatever the last Friday is of 31st. March.
Last Friday?
Yeah, I mean, we don't do a stream on Saturday, Sunday.
So next week on April 2nd?
Sure, I guess. Well, whatever. March 31st, we'll announce the results. I don't know. I don't do time and dates. That's not my thing. I didn't learn my months and orders. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't even tell you what month it was. I didn't know my birthday or age yesterday. Like, I don't do stuff like that. It's not really my thing. All right, boys and girls, that is today's Build, Grow, and Create propaganda. Let's move on to the next segment, which is the first incredible video. Ostrich charges down a biker. So Opeeves had mentioned that ostriches were terrifying creatures, and I thought she was ridiculous. I thought she was crazy, and honestly, that she's got some points. Let's take a look at the evidence to support Opeeves' argument. This is a historic moment. Opeeves, right?
Oh yeah.
Godzilla will come for Kong.
Oh, Godzilla is coming for Kong. They need Kong to go big. Okay, that wasn't even that bad of an ad. Okay, good job. 2 out of 10. Really, really impressed. All right, let's take a look here. So this guy's a cyclist. He's going down the street. Check this guy out. This ostrich is chasing the bikers down the street. Oh my word. Imagine you're on your bike and you look back and this is what you see. It's so freaking fast. Oh my word. How? Apparently, this is the same speed velociraptors could move at, too, which makes it even crazier. My word.
They can run like 40 miles an hour.
Absolutely maddening. Jeez. So that, my friends, is a reason to be afraid of ostrich. They will chase you down. They will hunt you. They're faster than your bike. They're horrifying creatures. So that, my friends, is a reason to be afraid of ostriches. Opeeves was correct. Yes. How we doing over here? How we doing in chat?
Ducky Owl has only jumped once.
Ooh, we've only done our jump training 3 times, maybe? Yeah. Three reps. We're trying to get reps 4 and 5 this week, and then that'll have us with 7 reps total, and we'll see how big of an impact it has, or no impact. We'll find out. Yeah. I'm thinking it's going to be massive. I'm thinking we're going to go a good solid 20,000 inches higher. I think we're going to jump over the basketball hoop by the end. What do you think, O'Peeves?
Yeah, probably like 2 times.
O'Peeves thinks doubling. Wow, okay, all right, pretty ambitious there. I mean, I already was jumping over basketball hoops, so she thinks I'm going to go over 2 basketball hoops.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alex said, it doesn't look like it's attacking. I bet it just wanted to race.
Maybe it just wanted to race. That's true, but it's still terrifying. I mean, jeez.
I think it was just hanging out.
Maybe.
Like, "Hi, guys."
Just showing off. Whew.
Oh yeah, he was probably chilling. He was walking.
It's ridiculous.
That was a brisk walk for him.
All right, boys and girls, it is time for today's History's Mysteries. The Paracosm of the Hatbox Ghost of Disneyland. Today, we're heading to my home away from home, Disneyland. Now, for those of you who know, I am very familiar with Disneyland. So is O'Peeves. Not as much as me, but I literally basically grew up in Disneyland. This was something that we used to go to Disneyland back when getting a Disneyland yearly pass was $99. So to give you an idea of the time span here, nowadays they're going for what, $2,000 or something crazy like that?
$800 minimum.
For the minimum
For
one, yeah.
all
But we were getting the
blackout
year
days.
pass for $100. And this place is amazing. You know, this is a beautiful area, lots of fun stuff. And, you know, it is a bit annoying to have seen over the years. You know, you used to go to Disneyland, and if you had a year pass, you know, you could go get on rides, you could hang out on these like special spots where there weren't other people. It was beautiful. And nowadays, I mean, nowadays it's empty because they're idiots for shutting down because they're afraid of a flu. But that being said, when they were open, this place was packed. It was almost every day, just people after people after people. And that's why they kept raising the prices to keep people out. And unfortunately, they've done such a great job that people just keep buying it. And the scary thing is this is great for Disneyland. Think about that. Like, if you have a business where you've made such a great product that you're like, all right, boys, we're going to double the prices. They're like, sounds good. Signs on the dotted line.
There you go.
All right, we're going to double the prices. Sounds good. Sign on the dot. Double the prices. And it just happened again and again, back to back, year after year. And there doesn't seem to be an end to it unless you shut the whole park down because you're scared of a flu. So, like, that seems to be the only way to stop this thing. And so we're walking around Disneyland. But in today's particular History's Mystery, we're going to be looking into the specific area known as the Haunted Mansion of Disneyland. There's a bizarre mystery going on over here, and that's what we're going to be checking out for today. Now, some people have claimed this was a ghost. Other people have claimed it was a Mandela effect. Some claim it's a marketing mishap, and more. But tonight, I am going to be your wizard guide as we examine the mystery of the Hatbox Ghost. So this ghost pictured here was designed for Disneyland's Haunted Mansion when it was built back in the 1960s. So this is him actually working on the sculpture, and it was a pretty cool design. So basically the idea was he would hold this cauldron, this thing that looks kind of like a bucket, and then his head would vanish, it would go black, and then inside the bucket his head would appear, and then it would appear back on his head. So that was like the effect, as his head would go whoo, appear inside the bucket, and whoo, go right on back. Really cool stuff. However, there was a bit of a disaster. The problem was this thing worked flawlessly in the building that they built it in, but when they actually moved it into the Haunted Mansion, the thing just didn't work at all. The lighting was off, the angles were off, and the temperature even was affecting the effect and the illusion. So, and there was like gas in the air, which ruined the lighting. And so overall, it just wasn't going to work for the Haunted Mansion. So they decided that they're going to have to put this thing on hold, and they just scrapped the project entirely. And so that is the beginnings of the Hatbox Ghost, and that was what they were dealing with. However, they tried reworking it. They tried setting up the lighting. They put in a ton of effort over and over again. And just nothing was going to do it. And their grand opening was coming up. So they said, you know what? Screw it. We're throwing him away. We're getting rid of the whole thing, and we're just going to throw in Haunted Bride. This is the Haunted Bride you guys are probably more familiar with. If you've ever been on the Disneyland ride, as you're going through, this is the terrifying scene. This used to strike fear into the hearts of Mouse Owl, actually. He's not a fan of her. He thought this was a very scary girl. I agree as well. So she's this terrifying haunted bride who murders her husbands to steal their money. And so when you're going through the ride, you get into her chamber, and you can hear the beating of her evil heart. And then when you see her up close, that she's holding an axe in her hand that she's used to murder her various spouses, and the room is lined with the ghost of all the people who she's killed. Very scary stuff going on in this room here. However, it was not the Hatbox Ghost. And so that is what they swapped the Hatbox Ghost out for. This is all recorded by Disney. There are records of this. And they actually disposed of the Hatbox guy. They don't have him anymore. So grand opening night comes, and it goes amazing. People love the ride. It's beautiful. They're dazzled. This thing is a living piece of art, my friends. When you walk into most of the things that are made classically in Disneyland, other than the more modern stuff, they're literally working pieces of art. The Haunted Mansion, every single thing has been considered, every single detail. It literally, the only way you can describe this is if you're able to step into a painting. Every single angle, lighting, detail has been considered from the top to the bottom. And this just baffled people. This is the first time ever they were seeing magic effects that were actually designed by the magicians at the Magic Castle to make ghosts appear, to make things appear and disappear, to create some of these paranormal effects. And it just dazzled everyone. But what alarmed everybody on the Disney team was that there were numerous reports of people liking the attraction's main star, the Hatbox Ghost. That's right. They were telling everyone about how the Hatbox Ghost and his head glowing illusion was the coolest part of the grand opening. Now, people have been trying to explain this for years now. Some say it was because he was featured in various artworks and promotional materials, and so people kind of like projected the image of the promotional material into the real world, and that's why they were seeing it. Other people think that it might have even been a Mandela effect. Now, the Mandela effect, for those of you who aren't familiar, is basically this theory that there are alternate universes being created in the world. For example, if you've heard of Bearstein or Bearstein, there's two different ways of reading and pronouncing it: Bearstein Bears and the Bearstain Bears. And some people remember one, some people remember another. So they're thinking maybe this is an example of an early Mandela effect, where some people remember the Hatbox Ghost, other people remember the bride. And again, the theories range from parallel universes to mismemories, all across the board. Well, decades later, and just, I think, 40 years had gone by, and the legend of the Hatbox Ghost was continuing until a single photo surfaced back from the 1960s. Someone took a flash photo on the ride of the opening night, and another person had a crappy 240p VHS tape of his video going through the original ride back in the 60s. So they pull this thing up, and what you find in these photos, now the first photo could easily be just a picture of the production, because keep in mind, the Hatbox Ghost did exist. They did have him on set. They were working on him, so someone could have taken a picture of him. However, the VHS was someone who was actually riding the ride and saw him back in the day. But if you actually watch the tape, it's not really clear. Is it really him, or is it an apparition of him as well? So there still is some skepticism here. And so there does appear to be hard evidence, though, that the Hatbox Ghost, or something that looked like the Hatbox Ghost, was discovered in the mansion. Despite the fact that he was scrapped, He was removed, and everyone on Disney's team said, nope, this guy's out. We're not doing anything with him. And it's all, keep in mind, guys, Disney keeps meticulous records. They are not just losing things here. They are very detail-oriented at that company. So the legend lives on to this day. He is surrounded in infamy. And in fact, Disney was so pressured by all of this news and information, and everyone was asking about the Hatbox Ghost. They actually recently redesigned and built the Hatchbox Ghost, that's the picture you see here, and put him in the ride. So he's now actually is officially a part of the ride. He's come back from the 60s. He's now in the ride at Disneyland as the Hatchbox Ghost. And he looks a little different. They had to change his color scheme because the same problems before still applied to this day. But they used electronics rather than illusions, and they were managed to make him appear today. So that, my friends, is the mystery of the Hatbox Ghost of Disneyland. What do you think is going on here, boys and girls? Do you think that perhaps people's collective imagination manifested Hatbox Ghost? Do you think Disney messed around with the paranormal and summoned the Hatbox Ghost? Do you think it's a Mandela effect? What are your thoughts in the chat? Let me know. And OPVs, what do you think?
I don't know. I want to say it's a Mandela effect.
OPVs is leaning towards Mandela effect. Very interesting.
Because when I saw that picture, I immediately thought of the ride.
Right.
And seeing him.
However, you've seen him since he's been added, though, so that might be why. Yeah, so maybe. I think they added him back when they did the redesign of the park. That was back in 2015, maybe.
Yeah. Do you think that's why Disney put him actually in the ride, so then people stop?
They did. No, that was exactly why. So many people were asking about the Hatbox Ghost, and they were looking into the story that they basically as an appeal to their fans. This is back when Disney listened to their fans and actually made choices based on what people liked, rather than trying to force propaganda and becoming a terrible, disgusting, degenerate company that is known today as one of the most vile, just putrid places to go for entertainment. They used to produce really great things. They used to listen to their customers, and that was one of the things that they listened and made an update for.
Alex said he doesn't believe in Mandela effect.
Interesting. I'm pretty skeptical of Mandela effect in the terms of it being an alternate universe. I do know that there are Mandela effects in the sense that there are things that some people remember and other people remember another way, but from my experience with magic, it seemed like you got to remember, so I used to do magic at TGI Fridays on a Tuesday and a Thursday night back when I was 18 years old. I would go table to table doing magic for people. So you can imagine the kind of person getting drunk on a Tuesday night at TGI Fridays and the kind of people that you might encounter. I went up to a table, did some magic tricks, and had a great time, of course, crushing. They're loving it. Woo, best show ever. Yeah, giving the tips. I'm taking them. Yeah, awesome. Woo, move on to the next table. They're all having a great time. They're all drinking. It's awesome. They come back a month later. Same place, same exact table. And they're like, could you do the effect where you floated over the table for us? I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, remember last time you floated over the table? We all watched you. You levitated and you floated over the table. I'm like, I can't do that one anymore because the management got really mad at me for doing it. So I have to keep it to the close-up. They're like, oh, that's okay. Man, when he did it, it was amazing. And so people's memories are very fallible and very easy to misremember, especially, people. Time goes by, meaningless little tiny details as well, those kind of fade away. So I think that's probably the likely explanation for how it happens. Yeah. Individual imaginations are playing their own perception. Yes, I agree, definitely. Awesome. Any other thoughts, comments, or concerns?
Just Ducky Owl missed the whole thing.
That's okay, Ducky Owl. There's a rewind feature. That's a ghost that is in the haunted mansion of Disneyland.
And she said, why would a ghost look like that?
Because that's how Disneyland's ghosts are designed. That's kind of their deal.
Epic, detailed. Yeah,
very detailed. All right, boys and girls, that is today's History's Mysteries. Now let's move on to the next segment. All right, which is Incredible Video. Creatures lurking in the dark. Boys and girls, there are creatures lurking in the shadows of night, waiting for you. And this is not a paranormal adventure. No, no, no. This is far more real than you could possibly imagine.
Look, you can see all the eyes.
Oh my word. That is so freaky, man.
Oh.
That, my friends,
How many eyes? 1, 2, 3.
is a pack of like
4, 5,
20
7, 8, 9,
raccoons
11.
just sitting out in the night with their beady, glowing, demon-like eyes. Now, these things can be violent, too. They are not a joke. They can mess you up. They can scratch you. They can give you rabies. These things are monsters to deal with. Absolutely insane. So that, my friends, is an epic video of, or incredible video, my apologies, of creatures lurking in the dark. I had no idea raccoons' eyes were so scary like this. I'm thinking a lot of paranormal sightings now might be explainable by raccoons. That might be the full story. It's just, yes, those pairs of eyes were raccoons. Because they're sneaky, they're fast, they're all over the country, they're everywhere. So, I mean, you pull out a light, you're freaked out in the middle of the night, you just woke up from hearing strange noises, you shine a light out and you see these beady eyes, I'd freak out too. I'd be like, what is that? I've never seen something like that.
All animals have that.
That doesn't happen with all animals. Deers, it doesn't?
Yeah, it does.
Really?
Yes.
I've never experienced
And
that.
cats and dogs
Huh.
and
Really?
possums, rats.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
all
thought it was
animals.
just a like raccoon thing because I've never seen bunches of eyes floating in the air like that.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's all animals.
Maybe it is. Hey, Stomper Al, what up? How's it going? By the way, could you send off the link for Cole? We're gonna be moving on to the next segment here.
I did.
Awesome. All right, boys and girls. Ask a Wizard Mandela Effect. I was completely convinced the show had the current white background and format since before I started regularly watching. I know, isn't that crazy? It just kind of melts right on in. It's built off of some really cool using from David Ogilvy, actually. It was the design idea behind it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the personality test here, boys and girls. And we're going to take a look at the personality type that is actually of my most famous person on the planet. Well, I guess we'd have to tier that up. One of the most famous people in the entire world, in my opinion alone, my own brother. And today we're going to be exploring the personality type of the ENFP. This is a really awesome one. I found out that my little brother has the personality type of a people that I really enjoy to be around and I'm inspired by, so that made me happy. Today we're going to look at that personality type right here. So the ENFP, they are highly concerned about the world and its direction and the suffering that is going on around it. They want to do something about that problem. They try to solve that problem with their gifts, which are typically communication and presentation of the problem. They do tend to have a childlike style and aesthetic and personality. They are perfectly capable of being serious, however, if necessary. In fact, most of the time they are serious. They put on their childlike persona for public to entertain the masses. What comes to mind here is if you think about Walt Disney, you know, some of the projects he worked on was world hunger. So he imagined Tomorrowland, this land where everyone grew their own food, and then there would be abundance, and basically set a model and communicated it and presented a model for how you could solve these kinds of problems. However, their top layer, while childlike, they tend to have a deadpan sense of humor as well. They like to tell jokes and they don't laugh at them until others do. So they'll go and deliver something. It's typically pretty dark, on the darker side of things, and then laugh about it after other people enjoy the laughter. They have fantastic imaginations, and they have dreams of amazing things that they really want to actualize. And this is what's very interesting about the ENFP, is they aren't just imagining a fantasy world, they are actually trying to create that fantasy world in real life by either arranging the world to make it possible, or they will create arts to make their imagination a reality. You see this with Kanye West. You see this with Disneyland by Walt Disney. All of these they have these visions of this fanciful world that they make occur in the real world through art. They have a streak of perfectionism, though, and a lack of confidence and nervousness because of it. So they're really afraid of failing in front of other people because they want everything to work out, and so they lack the confidence because they know it can't be perfect. That makes them nervous, and then they get afraid to show it because there might be a fault, and so that can end up being a little bit of a spiral for them. This leads to them taking a lot more time perfecting something than they need to do in order to feel like it's perfect and ready to go. They tend to talk very fast when they get excited, and that's a common trait to spot these guys, is when they get happy and excited or energized about an idea, they can talk a mile a minute. So that, my friends, is the ENFP in a nutshell. Let me know in the comments below if you've experienced that, and if you have anyone in your life that's like that. And we're going to move on to the strengths and we're going to move on to the archetypes and the shadow elements of the ENFP. So the archetypes are basically the exemplified ultimate forms of a personality, as well as the shadow elements are the ultimate negative forms here. So popping up here, we got Aang and Jiraiya, two legendary characters from TV shows, Naruto and the Avatar: The Last Airbender. From the archetypal side, we see a world-traveling investigative journalist, someone that likes to go out in the world, find the stories, and let the world know about them. You also have the archetype of the campaigner. This is someone who can get the people going, get them excited, and give them a direction to move forward. And finally, you have the archetype of the champion. These are the people who are going to go out and crush and get the job done and make things happen in the real world. I think Kanye West probably exemplifies that the best, of this personality type of someone who says, I don't care who I am, I don't care what you call me, I don't care what the news says, I don't care what you think about my clothing, I'm going to go and crush. And then he does. So that's a good example of this personality type crushing. Now, on the shadow side, we do have the archetype of the daydreamer. So this is the guy who's kind of lost in the clouds. You also have the wacky character or even cult leader, as we see here with Charles Manson. And finally, we have the lone eccentric, featuring the criminal Guy Fawkes. This is the guy that the Guy Fawkes mask is based off of, who committed an act of domestic terrorism because he felt like it was right. So you can see this can be good and this can also be bad. Now let's take a look at some of the personalities associated with this type as well. It's just a cloud of characters, so you can kind of piece together an image of what we're dealing with here. Now, as always, these pictures are from the internet, so these aren't exactly reliable. The list I'm going to read off is going to be more reliable. So if there's a conflict between the list and what I'm saying here, the list is going to be more accurate. So let's take a look here. We got Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. We got Naruto from Naruto. We got Jiraiya from Naruto. We've got Anna from Frozen. Kanye West, the musician. We've got Ariel from The Little Mermaid. We've got Jim Carrey, the comedian. We've got Robin Williams, the comedian who's passed away. Walt Disney, the inventor of Disney. Salvador Dali, one of the people we covered in our History's Mysteries. Alex Jones, the comedian and podcaster. We've got Peter Pan from Peter Pan. Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. Jackie Chan, the actor. Pikachu from Pokemon. Genie from Aladdin. Kirby, Guy Fawkes, and Charles Manson. So those are some of the characters for the ENFP, and now let's move on to their strengths and their weaknesses. So on the strength sides, these guys are excellent communicators. They know how to talk and communicate their ideas very, very well. It's kind of ironic when you look at The Little Mermaid, her ability to lose her voice. Her gift was her ability to communicate, and that's what they took from her. And so her whole arc is that she has to get back the gift that she has to communicate. They tend to be very imaginative and highly creative people. This is exemplified with Jim Carrey, this wacky, wild, eccentric guy that, if you ever look at Jim Carrey and you think about him in contrast to like a normal person, you realize you're like, is this man insane? He's a crazy person, but somehow he's able to take that insanity and make it so that you're not just constantly thinking, what is wrong with this person throughout the movie? You actually you're bought into the character, which is really astounding if you ask me from an acting perspective. They tend to be natural leaders as well. People like to rally around them and follow them. And so that makes them really great for leadership positions. They have strong social consciousness, so they're aware of what's going on in the group that they're around, and they want to protect their friends and family. They have strong people skills, and this is all combined with being fun and spontaneous. So these guys are great to have around in parties and have just making things be a good time. They also are curious and energetic and enthusiastic, so if you put them in the right role at the right time, these guys can lead. They can do it in inspirational ways, in a creative ideas, and they have the energy and enthusiasm to push the ideas forward. The one that comes to mind for that is Walt Disney, really crushing on that. Now, let's move on to the weaknesses. In terms of weaknesses, we have hypersensitivity. This type is very sensitive to criticism. They don't like being told that they have done something wrong, and that can be hard for them to overcome. They do tend to also overthink things. So they will sit there and spiral over something and thinking. It's like, hey, what if we just do something though? Oh, right. That's a very common interaction you'll have with an ENFP. This is also associated with being over-emotional, so they do feel emotions very strongly, and these can sometimes dominate them, where instead of controlling their emotions can control them. They do seek out approval from others because they've got that F instead of that T. They are a type that's going to go and instead seek social validation rather than logical validation. So my personality type being the ENTP, I seek out logos, logic of the universe, and the F is going to make them more interested in what society is telling them is correct. They tend to have poor practical skills and be a bit disorganized as well. You see this exemplified with Dory, her short-term memory, just not always seeming to make these little mistakes, and just seems to be a little scatterbrained. They do tend to also find it difficult to focus. Again, Dory being a great example of this. And they can get stressed out very easily because of that high reliance on emotional energy. If they get into a stressful situation, it can really overwhelm them. Combine this with the fact that they do struggle to follow rules, and they're independent to a fault, and they have a tendency to go in the loner route sometimes until they build something great and cool. And in the meantime, that's just not putting them in the best position. So those are the weaknesses of this personality type. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have experienced this, and let's hear from OPVs. What do you think?
This is totally Cole.
Cole, so OPV says this is 100% Cole. Glad to hear. Let's get the phone over here. And if you've joined us in chat, Cole, feel free to chime in as our live interviewer for the show.
The only thing that doesn't resonate with Cole is like the nervousness.
Yeah, well, he does
performing in front of people.
He does tend to get nervous until he's perfect at it. Remember, he didn't want to show us his instrument until he had done it for a long time. We would ask him and like, "Hey, can you do the thing?" He's like, "No, it's not good enough yet."
Well, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, but once he got it down, then he's okay. He's comfortable with sharing it.
He's played a few times without getting it down.
Ooh, is that true? I'm not sure. Let's see. Do we have anyone in chat that's experienced this as well? Let me know.
No, they're talking about Ducky Owl eating her pet bunnies.
What?
Yeah, I guess her grandmother cooked her pet bunny.
Okay.
When she was younger. So.
Wow.
And she ate it and liked it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But yeah. But this personality type makes me miss Cole.
Yeah, me too.
I missed him. But yeah. Yeah. Do you know what type Owen Benjamin is?
I do not.
I'd say E something.
Thank you for your insights.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, this is so. Living with one of these guys is really cool because they are very imaginative. They have the same capacity to create a paracosm in their mind. They're able to. So for me, growing up with my brother here, we could both create paracosms and then go and have an entire experience in our heads and then pop right on out and back into a reality. And it was really fun. And seeing the ability for him to map out the social matrix rather than the logical matrix was really cool for me, because I can't care about those things. It just doesn't affect me. So seeing his ability to actually do that and process it was really neat, because he would care about like the social dynamics of our paracosms, where I was caring about the logical continuity of the world. So I felt that was really fun and interesting to go through.
Cheesecake Owl says Guy Fawkes was actually good. He fought against corrupt politicians.
Who said that?
Cheesecake Owl.
Interesting.
Who is Guy Fawkes?
Guy Fawkes is the guy who's featured in the movie, what do you call it? So V for Vendetta, which is a remake of what Guy Fawkes did. If I'm not too familiar with his story, but if I recall correctly, he was just a criminal who used domestic terrorism, and there's nothing noble about using violence to try and push agendas. It doesn't work. It's an ineffective strategy, and it's what people who are weak do because they aren't capable of making arguments and convincing people. True persuasion, true effective change comes through communicating good ideas in a persuasive way, not by blowing up gunpowder buckets. It's just, that's not how you get things done. The only time that's acceptable is when you're not able to communicate a message. That's why freedom of speech is so crucial. The ability for people to have open dialogues. If you don't have that, then violence is the correct answer. So that's why it's so crucial that you fight for that, because the second you cut that, that's when you're going to have violence and you're going to have destruction. But even then, it's still not justified. If you're set into a situation where freedom of speech isn't allowed, then you got to move into private communities and work from it from there. I mean, Jesus gave us the model. Violence is not effective. That's the Islamic approach. We don't do the Islamic approach. We follow Christ, the middle path.
I have to correct myself. Ducky Owl only ate the rice until she knew her pet bunnies were in it.
Oh, jeez, that's traumatizing. My word.
They ran away.
Oh my gosh, that is messed up, Ducky Owl. I am so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Hey, Leafy Owl, how's it going? All right, well, let's move on to another segment here, boys and girls, which is Live Wizard Readings right now. Do. All right, boys and girls, if you haven't gotten your self-learning course, it's free. Hit the disclaimer, subscribe there. It's totally free course that teaches you how to learn anything for free. And you also will have the Wizard Library presented to you, which is a paid product that contains 54 audiobooks and ebooks. And if you're an owl and share that link with your friends and they choose to purchase the Wizard Library at any point down the line, you will get a commission of $45. And by the way, would you guys like it if this was a lower priced product? Would that make you feel more comfortable sharing with your friends? Let us know. Maybe we can wiggle it around. The main reason we have a higher price point is because I want to make sure you guys are getting more money when you promote it. But if it's something that's intimidating for you guys, let me know. Awesome. All right, let's do this.
So, did you do Giovanni's reading?
Giovanni's we did on TikTok, but I'm going to do another reading for him right now because yesterday we missed his reading because the Spectdum, the false internet provider, the internet not provider is what I would think is a better description, decided to screw with our internet yesterday. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, Spectdum. All right, let's get Giovanni a reading here. My mom ate a shark. That's good. Eat the enemies. Continue to eat sharks. All right, let's go. So Giovanni, wow, that's crazy. Okay, so on TikTok, we gave Giovanni a full paid reading live. He got a 3-card reading because of the issues we had with the internet. And so now we're doing a 1-card reading for him. And the card that showed up in his past is now showing up again in the present. So while there was a bit of a sad ending there for your reading on TikTok, we see that the next steps after that is actually gaining material success. You're going to get through that emotional pain of finding out some of the stuff you believed to be true wasn't true. And then once you've done that, you're going to achieve another hero's journey coming to an end with a good material reward. So if, in my opinion, what I think is coming through here, Giovanni, is as you start to explore the books of philosophy that I've recommended to you, and as you're starting to learn how to think and taking that self-learning course, you're going to realize a lot of the stuff that you may have learned in the past isn't as logical or true as you might have thought. But I think this is going to actually unlock your ability to really succeed and operate in the material realm much more effectively. The book that really comes to mind here is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, which I recommended right off the bat. I think that one in particular is really going to have a profound effect on your life and help you get into the pragmatic, practical things and make your life amazing. So that's beautiful to see popping up there for you, Giovanni. Glad to see that coming up. Let's move on to another reading,
which is Intuitive Owl.
Intuitive Owl, can you let us know in the chat if you're still here? We'll get your reading started shortly. Let's go, let's go. Do. By the way, on Thursday, we're going to have our first ever full, well, not full, there'll be some variety, but we're going to do a big reading stream. The whole theme is going to be live wizard readings. This is going to be a stream where you can invite your friends to come get a reading for the first time. You can recommend that they get the self-learning course so that you can get your owl name in there and bring people in. And that way we're going to be able to hit everyone on TikTok as well. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that and do a lot of Q&A and memes and musics and stuff like that. So Thursday's stream is going to be our first ever attempt on that show. So I'd love if you guys could show up, bring your friends, and then give us some feedback at the end. If it wasn't fun, that's fine. We will adapt accordingly.
Intuitive Owl is here.
Awesome. Is there anything in particular they want a reading about?
Anything in particular?
All right, let's go. I'll get started with a one-card reading here, and then if they have anything in particular, just let me know along the way. Ooh, very nice card. That's a happy card indeed. And dropping cards on the floor over here. All right, so there we go. So this is the Nine of Pentacles. So what this represents, Intuitive Owl, is attainment of material success. So as you can see, you have an abundance of harvestable material rewards growing out, and it is a happy, joyous moment in your time. So this is saying that hard work you've been putting into your physical goals is now beginning to fruit. This is like the classic example from Jesus, judge them by their fruits. Well, look at the fruits on that bush. Those things are ready to pick. And so it looks like you've put in the hard work and you're ready to reap the rewards. It's not the end of the story like we just saw with Giovanni's yet, where you celebrate your harvest, but it's nearly there. Now for you specifically, Intuitive Owl, I think this is a reflection of how, because of your intelligence, you tend to lean a little bit towards self-negativity, where you are putting down your thoughts and your mind because you're quite smart and you're able to see all the flaws that most people just kind of ignore or aren't even able to self-reflect on. So in this regard, what I would say is think about this moment here. When you reap your reward and you have success, I want you to think back to this time in the future when you are getting into that negative mindset again and say, hey, you know, I did succeed with this though. I was a success here. So maybe I'm not so bad. And I think this is going to help build that chain for you of success after success. That's going to be your reminder. When that negative voice pops up, just be like, yeah, okay, maybe that is true, but I also have done X, Y, and Z. And I think that's going to really help you out through these times. So that's beautiful to see popping up there for you, Intuitive Owl. Congratulations. And let's move on to another reading,
which is Leafy Owl.
Leafy Owl's up. Let's go. All right. Dear Leafy Owl, it's time for your reading right now. Let me know in the comments below what your reading is about, and we will get that reading started shortly. What's up?
Intuitive Owl says, I need that. My family always tells me to walk on the sunny side of the street for a change.
Woo! That's awesome. I like it. Just not the greasy side.
Ew.
Ugh. Disgusting.
Sunshine like
I honestly, I don't even know if we can keep covering his stream. It's so gross. It's like literally covering a sewer. That's what I think of. It's not a stream. It's a sewer stream. It's just vile all the way through. Ugh.
Strewer.
Yeah, sewer stream. All right, let's see here. Hey, Lando the Mando in chat. What up, Landonimus Owl? Welcome, welcome. All right, Leafy Owl. I'm gonna go ahead and start the reading. You always stay away from the shiny side. There we go. I like that. I like that. I'll go on the shiny side, not the sunny side. I love it. Beautiful.
That word will never be the same.
It won't. It won't. Gosh. Well, he spells it really, really weird, too. Like with an O. Because he can't do anything right with his life. Let's get Leafy Owl a regular reading here. And if he has anything in particular, let us know. Oh, wow. Really cool card. Awesome. So what we see popping up here is the Fool. So the Fool is about going through an archetypical journey in your life. This is the beginning of a new story for you, Leafy Owl. You're about to start a new adventure, and it is a fun and exciting time in your life. However, take note, he's about to step off the side of a cliff, and let me tell you, going on a hero's journey can really feel like this sometimes. You think, wow, this is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. I can't wait. And then out of the blue, boom, you fall down and reality hits you right on the head. And this is important to note because a hero's journey is very different from a positive mindset. Thinking positively does not lead to success. Having a hero's mindset leads to success. That is the mindset of saying, I accept the fact that I am the hero of my story and that God has a story written out for me. There's going to be ups and downs on that story, and it's going to suck, and there's going to be challenges, and there's also going to be fun and good times and new friends. But more importantly, God has put this story for my life here for a reason, and that reason is to transform me into something better than I was before and to test me. So when you get into these situations, go into the mindset not of expecting everything to work out perfectly, but instead to become the kind of person who's strong enough to deal with the downsides and smart enough to ally with people to make up for your weaknesses. If you take that mindset in at the beginning of this journey, Leafy Owl, you're going to be on track for major success. So that's what we see popping up there for you. I hope that helps you out, Leafy Owl. I hope that gives you some insights. And thank you again for your amazing, amazing profile picture. It's quite wonderful. It gave me a kick. It's up there with Glockrab Owls. Glockrab Owls gave me a pretty big kick as well. Let's see here. What do we got going on in chat? He says I'm a Dexter. I don't know what that means. All right.
Either, but Ducky Owl wants a reading on her and Sherlock's relationship/friendship.
Well, we've done 3 readings here, so we're gonna have to move on.
End,
okay.
But Ducky Owl said, "I want to see how fake she is."
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. It's just Aerophant. Let's see, Tyler. When are we getting chillified? I'm not sure what he.
Tyler doesn't chillify people.
I don't chillify people. Chilies. The gateway to hell is guarded by a man who chillifies people. If you want to see that episode, it's in the archive somewhere, man. But OPV's claimed she was going to make a clip of it like 6 months ago, and then she never did. But eventually, we will get a clip.
I thought you made the chili.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's go. And let's move on to the next segment here, boys and girls, which is... Oh, we're not going to be doing that, but that's okay. This is... First up, check out this cool thing I made. Oh, wait. Every single time I do it. You know what? We need to start putting in a notes so that I know that incredible videos are coming up so I don't constantly bait people with the story. So, incredible video. Casual fishing turns into a horror show.
So is this the wrong slide?
Nope, you're fine.
Okay. My job here is done?
I think so. All right. Let's take a look. So this guy decided to go out fishing when there was flood waters going on in Florida.
got you straight. Come on, come on.
So he throws a fish in. He's caught something.
What big was that?
He's a good fish, mate.
You can see him flopping around.
Desmond,
Yeah, I know, you got more. He's ran more.
where you want me, mate? Back on the front. He was coming your way, mate.
He's reeling in a big boy.
Ready? Here it is. Oh, he's got some fucking heat. He's in fucking front face. Did you get that, Dad?
What's on him still?
Oh!
That dirtbag's gonna get a phone call.
Oh my gosh.
What's on him still?
It's so large and it's so close to their boat and you couldn't even see it. Look at this. It's completely invisible. You wouldn't think right under the surface is a 15-foot gator.
Did you get that, Dad?
What's on him still?
Right there. Look at that. Even as it's breaching, you can't even see its body. Oh my word. Jeez. Absolutely insane.
So when it floods, those things are just in the street?
I guess they're just in the riversides. I don't know, man. That's insanity.
That thing is huge.
Gosh. Whew. That is spooky stuff, man. So that, my friends, is what's going on over in Florida. Now, back to that cool thing that I made. I made a thing, and I thought you guys would like it. Check it out. PsyOps for fun. This is a branding logo. So I took the PsyOps logo from the U.S. Army, and I made it our version of it. And I thought since we go into people's streams and we do magic and we persuade them and we do bits and we do funny nonsense and flash mobs, why not make our own brand of that? So I stole their logo, ripped out their dirty symbol, and slapped in our own. And so I think I hereby declare the Owls the #1 PSYOP organization in the country. I think all the conspiracy theorists were right. Illuminati confirmed. 369. What are the other things I'm supposed to do to tell them I'm in the Illuminati? I just need to know. What are all the things that I'm supposed to do? I gotta do a triangle. I gotta cover the eye. I gotta cover one eye. I gotta make my tongue out like that. All those things, right? That's how you tell everyone you're in the Illuminati. Oh, you gotta do this. You gotta do this one.
What is what?
I don't know. All the conspiracy people told me. So I just do them all. So yes, we are 100% a PSYOP organization. You guys are correct. You caught us, man. We were really out in the we really didn't hide that well. We didn't do a good job at all. Part of our persuasion, our persuade, change, and influence is I put together a day in the life of the Owls for you guys. Now, if you haven't had a chance to see this yet, please go ahead and give this the starter thumbs up and a starter comment, and let it play in the background. You can turn the sound off for this, because I'm going to be playing it as well. But we want to play that whole thing from start to finish, because that is actually how we get the boost in the algorithm. Oh, it looks like nobody has seen it yet. I'm the only person who's watched it. Oh, wait, no. Giovanni's seen it. Very good, very good. Thank you very much, Giovanni. All right. Let's get this up on the screen here so you guys can see. So the title of this video is A Day in the Life of the Owls, featuring Albert OK and Cy Divine. We're going to go ahead and say, wow, the guy who made this video must be pretty awesome. The Wizard. All right, I'm going to leave myself my own comment here, and we're going to make sure the video's up on here for you guys. So feel free to give that thing a search and give it the good old thumbs up. Give it a starter comment and watch it all the way through with the volume off. And let's go ahead and get this started for you guys here. Oh, it hasn't finished rendering yet. Man, this is really brand new. Okay, it might be a little grainy on the screen here. It hasn't finished processing the video.
Where's the wizard?
Cy Divine, what up, Cy?
Oh, snap! The wizard
Albert
has
OK.
arrived.
Such a good song. Cy Divine, wonderful, positive, fun. You guys should sub to her. She's awesome. Legend. We caused the necklace to move, people. Good work, good work. Look at that perfect circle. Psy Divine crushing hard there. Look at this wonderful positive reaction.
What is this?
And she walks out.
Where's the wizard?
Is Albert okay?
Oh, snap! The wizard has arrived. I think it's better to,
By the way, Albert okay, he's fun. He's a legendary climber. This guy is an expert in climbing. He is incredible at it. So if you ever want to do mountain climbing, rock climbing, this guy, go on over to Albert Okay's channel. The dude has so much good wisdom, and he's got great vibes. You should definitely sub to him. His name's Albert Okay. Also, in the description box of this video, there's links to these guys' channels.
wizard is here! Look at Tyler Sass's channel. He wants to do a magic trick for me. Oh, shoot. Yeah. How do I do that? Okay. Wait. Look at this.
Shout out to the Owls. What?
You are a great person.
Oh, wait.
That was you guys. You were there. See those little things scrolling by? That's you. You did that. You, the people.
Yes, that is me. Correct. Grab the corner of your chip bag like this. It's just like this. Okay?
I can't believe we made it work with the chip bag. It was a brand new bag, too. If it wasn't for the fact that they were scams, this would not have worked. You know, one third of it is chips.
Okay, yeah.
Look at my necklace, and I want you to imagine an energy circle floating from your
Yeah,
chip
he
bag
only ate
to my
like 2
necklace.
chips.
What's up?
He only ate like
Yeah, he just opened it.
Very, very top corner. Like that. Perfect. Now I'm going to try and move my necklace here, and it's going to cause your chip bag to start moving back and forth of its own accord. Now don't shake it. Make sure there's no wind blowing. I want this to be 100% real. Okay, I'm going to try this now. 3, 2, my necklace will start to shake. You'll see that.
Gosh, that's so crazy.
No way. Wait, that's so weird.
Stop the chip bag. Cause it to go left to right instead.
Are you kidding me? No. I'm not even trolling. I'm actually not moving this.
So beautiful.
No way.
Don't freak out because as it's starting to kind of spin in a circle, you'll feel positivity and energy and warmth filling your room.
I feel that positivity. Woo!
Share that with your audience and everyone, and it is free. This isn't a spiritual thing. This isn't ghost or demons. This is a paracosmic effect.
This is absolutely incredible. You are seriously a special human.
Thank you so much, Albert. You are a wonderful person. You are amazing. Thank you guys so much. Get some ups in the shot. That is.
Yo, what the heck just happened?
Woo! That was so fun. I love his.
That was incredible.
I love how we made his day too. It made me so happy.
Well, it works
You
in
guys
serious
made this
ways.
happen.
I'm gonna be completely honest, like so I had my speed climbing sort of like dream. I'm a little bit, I was like a little bit down, like I'm not gonna lie, but like I had so much support from everyone. I was like so happy, and like that experience that I just had, that was incredible. That really just cheered me up.
Look at you guys cheering up Albert Okay. Good work, guys. It's all because of you and joining our pirate shows and making this happen. Thank you so much.
That was really crazy. The wizard. The wonderful man of the wizard. I love the wizard too. Tyler Sass, the wizard. You are my hero.
That's me.
Yo. Y'all want to hear me beatbox for the wizard?
I do. I want to,
Yeah, it's
Albert.
all live. This is for the wizard.
Let's
this
go.
is for the wizard. This is it. Alright.
That's so cool. Wow. It's so legendary. Just busted out of nowhere.
His beatbox is so cool.
And you guys said it. I got about 1,000 complaints. So we put every single owl on our owl list on here. If you don't happen to see your name on here, let us know, and we will add it. Also, did the audio cut out there?
All right.
There's Cheesecake Owl. There's Stomper Owl. Woo! Sherlock Owl in the house. Ducky Owl. Leafy Owl. Bless. A lot of the people who are in chat today. Giovanni, Alex. Look at that. Woo! Athena's Owl. Intuitive Owl. A lot of our regular owls right there. Awesome. All right, boys and girls. That is a day in the life of the owls. Again, just give it a starter thumbs up. Give it a starter comment if you can. And I will appreciate that greatly as we move it up the world of the algorithm. And hopefully our allies will see it soon. Thank you guys so much for enjoying that. And we're going to move on to our next segment. How are we doing in the chat?
Ducky Owl said, I'm not on there. What the heck is this?
Ducky Owl was on there. I read her name out loud.
Ducky Owl.
That's called lying. Oh my gosh, Ducky Owl. I thought you claimed you were reformed. I called your name out specifically. Wow.
Oh, she said, oh, there I am.
Oh, Ducky Owl.
And then Intuitive Owl said, represent.
Represent.
At first I thought she said reprint.
All right, boys and girls. So that's the psychological operations that the conspiracy theorists have told us were a cult, obviously. So I figured, you know, that's the kind of stuff we're doing to spread psychological operations.
Intuitive Owl just had an epic suggestion.
Let's hear it.
They're not allies, they're owlies.
That is a great intuitive idea right there from Intuitive Owl. The owl eyes. Ooh,
wow.
That's intense. I like it.
It's an owl eye.
Owl eye. Owl eye.
That is beautiful.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to definitely write that one down. Write that down.
It's in my brain.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look at our first ever paranormal paracosm. 3 toddlers are terrified. Let's take a look at some toddlers getting spooked by a ghost of some sort.
A ghost?
Yes. Oh, and by the way, we're going to be entering into the spooky section of the show. This is more scary stuff, scary themes. So if this is not your cup of tea, if you're under 18, you don't have your parents' permission, now's a good time to leave. However, if you like the spooky stuff, we're going to be doing some. The one that we have coming up here is also pretty darn intense from what I saw through the few minutes of scrolling through it. So it's pretty spooky. So just a heads up there.
Ducky Owl wants to know if she can move your necklace with her mind.
Yeah, we do that sometimes on the TikTok show.
Ducky Owl wants to move your necklace with her mind.
Right now? Sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Get these flies off. Let me go back to our slide here since we're doing a psyop. All right. Let's see here. Go ahead, Ducky Owl. Let me know what I need to do. We love our owl eyes. I agree, Intuitive Owl. I agree. Hey, notice how Ducky Owl asked and we didn't ban her, say she was a troll and say that she's a terrible person and then kick her out of the channel and then ban everyone else in chat and say that everybody who's here is terrible and bad people. And instead I said, oh yeah, sure. And then went and did the thing.
Alright, Ducky Owl, this is your moment.
Alright, Ducky Owl, what do I need to do?
What's he need to do?
This is going to be kind of tough since she doesn't have a stream and there's a delay. I'm looking at the chat though. Alright, we're going to give it a few seconds here. Wow, Ducky Owl's content has just dropped our viewership like a rock. So, Ducky Owl, you got to bring it back. You're going to have to promote this to like 50,000 people.
First instruction from Ducky Owl is
move it in a circle.
Circles.
Okay. I have moved it in a circle. Is that it? Are we good? Oh, look at that. Ducky Owl did it. The circle moved.
Wow.
And 10 people returned the second that she moved it.
Oh
So
my gosh.
look at that. Ducky Owl. Oh, she wants me to move it back and forth as well. Okay. Just like that. Look at that. I'm moving it, boys. Woo! Very nice. Very nice. Very good work. I like it.
Wow.
Very good work, Ducky Owl.
That came from Ducky Owl's mind to you.
That's true. She gave me a suggestion through the chat, and I listened to her suggestion. Very incredible stuff. Absolutely wonderful. All right, boys and girls, let's take a look at these toddlers in a spooky situation here. All right. So, these toddlers are caught on their camera. They're sitting here chatting with something in the corner. Like they're talking something in the middle of the night.
Perbualan seram di antara tiga beradik kembar berusia 2 tahun dengan sesuatu di bilik mereka percaya dirakam CCTV. Menurut ibu kembar tersebut, dikenali Nichols.
They seem to be spooked by it. And they're all pointing at it and freaking out.
CCTV mendapati kanak-kanak berkenaan bercakap dengan sesuatu
Very
yang tidak
weird.
dapat dilihat dengan mata kasar di dinding. Kembar berkenaan juga dilihat berlari
There
ke arah
doesn't
dinding
appear to be
serta
anything
cuba
there,
melompat
though.
untuk mencapai
But they do seem
sesuatu.
scared by
Wanita
it.
berkenaan beranggapan
And now they're
kembali
hiding behind
sedang
the
bermain
wall.
tetapi tidak menafikan mereka pernah mengalami situasi paranormal beberapa kali sebelum ini.
Very odd. There does appear to be the outline of something, though, here. Whew. Pretty spooky stuff going on over there. What do you think, peeps?
I don't know. They just look like some wild triplets.
It could be wild triplets. It could also be that they are... also, another theory might be that they're just playing pretend, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Playing pretend. Could be they. Hey, K-Dog, what up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. What happened to their beds? I'm not sure. I'm assuming a ghost attacked them. What do you guys think?
I can't imagine having triplets.
Triplets would be so much fun. If I had triplets, I would give one of them exclusively lectures in Aristotle. I'd give another one exclusively lectures in Plato. And then the one I liked the least, I would teach only Nietzsche. And then I would bully that one until he became not Nietzsche and unthought himself from that situation. That would be the approach I would take with triplets. I'm not going to have kids. I'm going to have superheroes. They are going to be legends. I want these people to be jumping over tall buildings. They're going to be trained in CIA warfare tactics by the age of 4. I'm going to be able to drop them at 5 years old in the middle of a forest, and they're going to be out there for weeks on end. And I'm going to go out into the woods, and I'm going to come right on out, and I'm going to see a full society built, and they're actually going to have a form of currency developed with the squirrels. This is what I'm expecting from them. If I find something else, well, frankly, they weren't meant to be my child. And I will pull a Spartan mentality here where obviously they just weren't able to survive the trials. You know, Opibis has done really great for herself. She's been living in a cage off of a few leaves of lettuce, kale to be exact, and only had to blow gun her like 17 times this month. So she's, you know, a good example of how if you use force and power to regulate your relationships, you'll get great people. Don't you think, Opibis? Good ideas?
You're going to be a great father.
Thank you, Opibis. I'm glad to hear that she thinks I'll be a great father.
When you say drop them into the wilderness, I just think of Gohan.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to grab them by their shirt and just go, just bloop. Yeah. It's going to be great.
Oh, wow, that was beautiful. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that video I sent you guys. I didn't know Alex sent us a video. We got to get that.
I told you.
Where?
Text.
Ah, I didn't get it. Well, we'll have to check it out. All right, can you send it to me through a platform that I use? That would be great. It's like Discord or Instagram or Facebook or text message or anything, really.
I'll forward it.
All right, sweet. So that is the Paranormal Paracosm, boys and girls. Let's take a look at the next segment here. They're just sleepwalking. Interesting. Good theory. Possession caught on camera.
How are you going to pick which one you like the least?
How am I going to pick which one I like the least? That's more of an intuitive thing, you know? You know how everyone says they don't have their favorites? It's a lie. Of course they have their favorites.
It's a lie.
Everyone
yeah,
knows
that's
that.
a lie.
Actions speak louder than words. Judge ye by your fruits. All right, let's take a look here. Paranormal investigation turns to scary ghost possession. There's going to be a lot of peasant language here. My apologies. This is from the middle of America, and peasant language is a lot more popular around those parts, I guess. I didn't know that. My experience with actual Middle America has been that peasant language is significantly less. But for these particular people, I think it's people who live in Middle America who point cameras at their faces. They have a propensity for peasant language. That's my thought. Because my experience has been they don't want to say a negative word at all, a peasant language at all. They know that they're better than other people. They're a higher class of human. You know, you've got these pathetic city dwellers that can't even get their own water. These people are out growing their own food, making families, got wells for days. They're doing trade, farmers markets. They're well above peasant language.
Lavina with Panic Attack Videos, and we are here. Spirits that are in the tiny chapel like to play with change. So I have
I really like her.
Quarter here.
She says that the ghosts in this chapel like to play with change.
Are you serious?
So they're going in.
You going in?
You're not going in? You better get your ass over here.
Whoa.
With me.
Hey, that's a good looking shirt you got there.
Oh, you like that?
What's the shirt say?
Panic Attack Video, and as you can see, it says, "Run, bitch, run."
Wow, okay. Very nice. Interesting church. Good rule of thumb, guys. If you see someone wearing a shirt like that in real life, just steer clear of them. They've made a lot of bad choices in their life if they've ended up wearing a shirt like that, unironically. Woo! The door closed itself.
And it came back on her.
Came back on her.
No, hell no.
I'm not opening that door. Quick, go open the door.
There could be somebody in there.
Hello?
Hang on, let me get my keys out. Oh, the door is
Oh,
unlocked.
PV's lore in the
We're
chat.
good to go.
Go open the door.
Did that just shut on you?
Yes.
Nature Owl has returned. Welcome, Nature Owl.
Open the door and slam back on her.
All right, so they send in the man to get the job done, of course. It's a great example of how all of the nonsense you see on the flashing boxes is completely destroyed by a strong breeze of wind. The second there's a strong breeze of wind, suddenly all that nonsense that you've been watching on the flashing boxes just seems to dissipate, and suddenly the man is the one getting the job done. I wonder why. It's almost like reality can't be bent by flashing boxes.
What if somebody's in there? I ain't got nothing on me.
Cliff?
What is I just heard something over here.
Ooh. They're going in.
Franklin, come on. Should we find a guest?
Could you imagine going into a church in the middle of the night to look for a ghost alone with all the lights off?
No, I can't imagine.
Ooh, so spooky.
Don't help.
Sure.
Turn the light on.
Who turned the light on? There's a hot bitch up in here.
They open the door and the church is boiling hot, despite there being no reason for the heat to be on.
Alright, y'all. Let's go give you a shot. This is the time.
Hold on, Franklin. Don't leave me.
Oh, no, I'm right here. This is the tiniest church in the world. And the lights just turned on.
Oh, Peavies.
I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not.
You yawn if you so much as
This place is creepy. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Because
Why do we have to run out here?
there's nothing in there.
Yeah, I'm feeling claustrophobic in this thing.
I haven't even been in there yet. Come on.
Alright, go ahead.
It's shirt night.
That would like to talk to
Wow,
us.
spooky
Would like to come
video.
sit on a bench with me?
They're gonna go sit on the bench.
We're here just to visit and say hello, and I have a meter here.
You're standing right next to the Lord's symbol itself, the cross of Christ, and you're gonna sit there and deny his scriptural request to not commune with spirits right here on the spot. How do you think this is going to turn out? How do you think this is going to be a good decision? How do you think this is going to work out in a good way? I can't imagine this. I don't understand why you would think this is a good idea.
In my hand. And
it's one thing to go looking around for ghosts in a spooky chapel. I get that. To come in and actively seek them out, you're just asking for trouble.
you can communicate.
God's like, look, I'm right here. I told you the instructions. You're on your own, kiddo. Have fun.
That was me.
You can communicate with me through this meter. All you have to do is use your energy to make these lights light up. And we were told that you like to play with change. So I have a quarter here. I would love for you to have it. Hold it.
Leaves a quarter on the dash.
Whatever you'd like to do with it. I brought it for you. I'll leave it here for you. Can you communicate with me?
What are you doing in chat?
What?
What are you doing?
I told them don't help.
Don't help. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Don't
Are we
help.
gonna have to
I
break out
don't
the
need-
big cage
I don't
again?
need. I get the big one.
No.
Oh.
You know what we call the big cage. The big cage is the small cage. It's for a big-sized dog.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why we call it the big cage. I'm gonna have to cut you off.
No,
I
I
think
said
you've had
don't
too
help.
many leaves of lettuce. You
I
have
said-
too many calories,
I
and
said
now you have the
don't
energy to
help.
act up. That's the problem here. How dare you?
I'm just sleepy.
You wait.
Okay.
Oh gosh, that tea is bad. Oh my god.
Wait, really?
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. What in the world did I just
You
drink?
drink bad tea and now you're gonna get sick.
Oh, let me see this thing.
Oh
Oh.
yeah, that's bad.
Oh no, that is just vile.
I don't-
Oh, there's literally slime stuff that's floating around in it. Oh, I think I just drank straight mold.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, this might be the last stream.
Wow, that's the problem with not drinking real alcohol on the show. Obviously,
Yep.
we need to switch to real alcohol.
Real alcohol doesn't. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Doesn't grow mold.
Oh gosh, do you have water or something I can drink that's not filled with fruit flies?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Not presently. Okay.
God, that was really bad. All right.
Joke
That was
wrong.
scarier than anything we've seen so far.
No. And you see,
The chapel was built in memory of.
we're here comfortable. So we just came out of the
Okay,
church
so
sale.
nothing happened.
Are any of the people here that this chapel was built in memory of? I just heard a thump inside the chapel.
It's for yes. Yeah.
I didn't even know tea could go bad.
Oh, you don't want us to leave. You want us to stay. Once for no, twice for yes.
So she thinks she's
Wants us to
communicating with
stay.
it.
Ask another question, sir.
So,
What the fuck was that?
what? Over there?
You know, it sounded like a rattlesnake behind y'all.
What?
It sounded like a rattlesnake. Do not move.
Do not move my ass.
Do not move, Lavina.
Franklin?
I swear to God, it sounded like a rattlesnake.
Ooh.
Get your
Franklin?
ass
Don't
over
move.
there and look.
Just know.
What if this ends with her just getting bit by a rattlesnake and that's what they call the possession?
Go ahead and move. Get up. Well, I don't see a snake, but I could have sworn I heard it. Hey, hold this door open.
Oof. I was expecting to see something there.
I don't know how to turn the light off. It's still, the corner's still there.
I'm sorry.
Okay, it's about.
What are they running around from? What's going on? Why are we panicking?
Get in the Jeep.
Get in the Jeep?
Okay, we were at the tiny chapel and we heard voices. What y'all
She
think it
heard
was, like
voices?
A woman talking or whatever.
And
It
voices.
spooked us, so we got in the car and we're leaving.
So they heard women's voices talking in the chapel, and now they're
No,
leaving.
you can't.
Lights too bright.
Because you have to go back to the church.
Uh-oh. They've got the spirit box out, and the ghost ain't leaving them.
Oh wow.
Oh, I'm not getting the lights too bright.
We will take you back to the church. You cannot stay with us. You need to. You need to leave now.
He's not interested.
I guess they know.
Do you like Lavina? Once for no and twice for yes.
Oh.
Do you like Tina? Once for no. Do you like Cliff? No.
Oh. The ghost is telling them they don't like him.
What the hell? Was something touching you?
Ooh.
Please
Was something
turn
touching you?
around. Please turn around. Right here.
There's nothing there.
Turn your back around to me. Turn your back around.
There's nothing there.
Dead end. Turn around, please.
Did you feel like something was touching you, Cliff?
Franklin, at this first street up here, take a left. Don't be.
Is that the way out?
Yes.
My hair's standing straight up, Lavina.
Their tears are standing
that.
straight up. They're freaking out.
Oh my God, y'all! Look at his.
Oh,
Oh my.
a while ago.
Well, no ghost driving this damn vehicle.
That's awesome.
Y'all, there's still something in the car with us.
Oh, back of my neck now.
They're feeling it touching them in the car.
All right, we're all experiencing crazy stuff here.
Oh my God. Oh.
It's in here in the Jeep with us. We've got to pull over somewhere.
Can you tell us, are you a woman? Once for no.
Asking?
You can't go home with us. You have to stay here. Do you understand that? Once for no, twice for yes.
Boy, that lit up all the way.
No, it didn't.
It's just a con.
Yeah.
But when I go here, not look. It's up there with you.
Very spooky stuff. Oh.
Oh, that's something that's just sparked with red. Did you see that?
Whoa.
Lavina.
Lavina.
She's acting all weird.
Lavina.
She's
Give me that.
zoning out.
Give me that.
Look at her. She's all like drugged out or something.
Give me that.
Oh, her eyes are all weird.
Get her out of here.
Lavina.
Go. Lavina. Lavina.
What in the world?
You must leave right now.
Oh my gosh.
Leave.
Jeez. Shouldn't have messed with that ghost. Shouldn't have messed with that ghost.
Look
That
at
is
that.
crazy.
Give me that camera.
Wow. Oh, she's just falling on the
We
ground.
pulled over and we actually looking at the tape where.
Oh,
Lavina got
gosh, is that
possessed
her
in the car
growling?
And letting her see it. So it's pretty crazy.
Look at my face. Look at my face. Oh my God, that's an older woman.
Yes, it is.
What?
Oh my God, Tina, look at that.
No, no, Tina, you're just old.
Oh, it's not my eyes.
What in
That's
the
not
world?
my eyes. Holy shit.
Look at her hair sticking straight out on the side.
Oh, yeah,
What?
like static, electricity. That is some
Wow.
crazy shit.
That is freaky. All right, boys and girls, that is Tina there dealing with some ghosties. Pretty spooky stuff. What do you guys think of this paranormal paracosm?
Intuitive Owl says, I think she's a faker. She just wants the camera time.
Interesting. Okay, okay. Ducky Owl would be an expert on this topic. Ducky Owl, what do you think?
Is she a troll?
Is she a troll? Is this truth or is this falsehood?
And Intuitive Owl also says, why would they talk to a ghost if they didn't want a new friend?
Ooh, that's true. A very good point. Very good point.
Giovanni says, I don't need scary videos in my life.
That's true. A good point. Good point. You don't have to stick around for it. That's why we get a little disclaimer there, Giovanni. No problem at all. Does Giovanni have an owl name yet?
No.
Giovanni. We gotta
He
get you
does
an owl
not
name.
have an owl name. Tyler, we all have work for you.
Oh, I have plenty of work for myself. I am doing just fine. I've got a fantastic, very well paid job, and the Ask a Wizard stream also is very successful for me, so I'm doing just fine, Giovanni. Thank you, though, for your consideration. However, if you would like to promote the self-learning course, feel free. That is a great way to get some work done and help this thing grow, or just share it with your friends. That works, too.
Sherlock Owl says, I wasn't really scared of ghosts ever.
That's good. That's good.
Me
All right.
neither.
Yeah.
Me neither, really.
All right. Giovanni says an owl. That's good. His owl name is gonna be an owl. That's
An owl?
that's pretty funny.
Maybe.
All right. Let's see. But I'm a Jedi. You could be
he's a
Jedi Owl. That could work.
I've had this conversation with him before.
Awesome. All right. So, what are your thoughts, O'Peeves? You think so? We're thinking Faker. We're gonna lean towards
spooky.
Faker.
I'm gonna lean towards Faker.
I'm gonna give this 2 spooks out of 10 because it
Two
wasn't.
spooks.
Yeah, it wasn't that spooky. Most of the stuff could just be explained away by her faking it, and it's like she's the only one holding a little flashing box. What if she can just squeeze it and make it light up?
Yeah, true.
Who knows? Who
2
knows?
spooks is a lot.
Not an owl yet. Got it. Okay. Sounds good. Easy to fake, easily real as well. Never play with spirits, kids. Agreed. I think their big mistake was, why did you go into a church and literally directly defy the Lord's commands to not commune with spirits? That big no there. I think that she got what was coming to her. Hopefully I don't die of food poisoning from that tea. My word.
Intuitive Owl said, use alcohol to kill the mold.
Use alcohol to kill the mold. Unfortunately, we don't have any alcohol. We
don't.
have maybe some wine, maybe. I don't know. That's probably not strong enough. That probably will just give the mold something to eat. I'm gonna die. All right. Maybe just straight vinegar. Just straight vinegar and just burn it out of me. Wow.
That might make you more sick.
All right, let's move on to the next paranormal paracosm here. Shadow person caught on camera. You mentioned a shadow person video. Maybe we should check that out from Alex later on. But this is the shadow person video I have here for you. So this one's actually really compelling because this one comes from a World War Civil War reenactment kind of people. So the theme isn't ghost and paranormal. It's like they just do reenactments at historical land sites, and they happen to catch something bizarre on their camera. So this guy's here just demonstrating what they do there.
Florida. Here.
So they're going through the old haunted place.
Tears from Francis that fake occasion.
This is pretty cool. There's a spot where a cannonball is stuck inside the wall where it hit the building.
This isn't the oldest room. Invaded the city. They slaughtered up.
So here's the actual footage.
So I'm gonna set a surveillance camera up in this corner and see if anything happens.
The tension building. Oh, they got sound effects for it. That makes me skeptical. Woo! Oh my word. That's very realistically shadowy, spookery. Jeez. I don't need the 25% version, but wow, that's pretty intense. What do you guys think of that? What are your thoughts in the comment section below? That one's pretty... I give that one a good solid 6 out of 10 spooks. It could be After Effects, like a software editing thing, but I mean, the fact that they're not like a ghost channel kind of makes me lean towards not ghost.
Yeah, I'd say.
What do you think?
It's pretty spook. I agree with your spook score.
Pretty spook. All right. I know Evie's lately. I have been. What is going on? I love Canada Dry. That's an interesting choice. That's the ginger ale, correct?
Yes.
Yes. You should try ginger beer. It's like a good version of ginger ale. Actually, though, if you're not a fan of strong flavors, you might not like it. But ginger beer is extremely strong on the ginger. And if you're ever making a drink that says you can substitute ginger, if you're like, oh, I don't have any ginger ale or ginger beer, I'll substitute ginger ale. It doesn't work that way. You can swap ginger beer for ginger ale. You cannot swap ginger ale for ginger beer. Totally different experience.
Yep. Agreed.
Very interesting.
Bucky Owl likes Sprite now. And they said Canada Dry is better.
True. All right. Feel rude to reenact what killed them right on reenact. I could see that, but the people who do reenactments tend to be really take what they do very seriously, and they do it with a lot of respect. They comes from a place of love, and so I wouldn't think these people are trying to disrespect them or in any way. You know, they really just love the history. It's just it's a type of personality really where it's like they need to embody things to understand them, and that's kind of really what draws people to this. You see this with cosplay as well. It's like to truly fully experience some arts, there's a certain personality types that have to embody it to truly understand it. And so I think that's where a lot of the passion and the love comes there.
And they do it with a lot of respect and to educate other people.
Yeah, definitely. That's true. Awesome. All right, boys and girls. Well, that is the last paranormal paracosm. Let's move on to our practical philosophy. Boo, 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 boo. All right, let's close up the stream here, boys and girls, with practical philosophy. Today's practical philosophy comes to us from St. Thomas Aquinas. Sorrow can be alleviated by good sleep, a bath, and a glass of wine. Some things, even the most complicated problems, have simple solutions. When we're trying to solve something and you're struggling to find a solution, try asking yourself, what would this look like if it was simple and easy? You'd be surprised how many seemingly difficult or even impossible problems can be solved by simple and easy solutions. And I find this one very compelling because St. Thomas Aquinas here, the legendary Catholic theologian, one of the smartest men who ever lived, gives this solution to one of the life's most difficult problems, is sorrow, and saying that he can solve it by simply going to sleep, taking a bath, and having a glass of wine. Very interesting indeed there. And that is today's practical philosophy, boys and girls. We are going to move on to the final round of live wizard readings. What do we got going on here today?
We have up first Cheesecake Owl.
All right, let's do this. Cheesecake Owl in the house. Anything in particular for Cheesecake Owls we're reading? Is Cheesecake Owl still here?
Let me see.
Let's find out. Whew. I'm stoked for tomorrow's stream and also for Thursday's stream to see how that goes. I'm excited to do a full reading stream where it's all about getting people readings. It's a chance for the owls to get together and network and communicate, bring out other owls. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it because, you know, with the long form show here, we hit so many different topics that I think it's really difficult to just share the experience with anyone because it's like, how do you even explain what it is we do? But if we have a show that's just about readings, it's so easy for you to recommend that to your friends. It's just like, oh yeah, he does these things called wizard readings. He gives you insight. It's really awesome. You should check it out. Come on by. And then when you bring them in, you get to recommend the self-learning course to them. If they take it and they buy the Wizard Library, you can make a little money. It's all win-wins all around. I like it.
I don't see Cheesecake Owl here. Giovanni says, I would like another reading.
Whoa, Giovanni. Whoa, calm down.
My goodness.
I don't think we could do that many readings, like Giovanni. Yeah, we're gonna have to settle that. One per show. If you wanted a 3-card reading, you could have donated at paypal.me/askawizard. Just saying, you know.
Giovanni asks, did Tyler like Ataraxy Subliminal Save Earth?
I don't. you send me like 17 links a day, Giovanni. I have not looked at most of them. But in general, subliminal videos, no, not a big fan of those. You know, they're not really effective, to put it bluntly. You know, if you want to change, your information does have to be conscious. You have to be thinking about the things. It's much better to think about stuff from a logical perspective, to hit it from a dialectic. That's how you really get true knowledge and thought. That's how change really starts. Flashing words and subliminal messages, they're not going to really affect you in the way that just thinking about stuff was. That's why Socrates, much better for accomplishing everything, really. Take the Socratic approach and you'll be a lot better off. And then, of course, branch off into Aristotle so you're not constantly lost in pontification.
Yes. Giovanni asks, can we pick a topic? I want to learn about the genie. For the show.
Yeah, definitely. He wants to learn about what?
The genie.
The genie. Ooh, very interesting. Like the mythology of genies. That'd be pretty cool. I believe that comes from the Jewish tradition of the jinn. I believe that's where they get it. It's kind of like their version of like a sort of friendly but not friendly demonic spirit that can be subdued. It's very odd, and it also ties in with their tradition of golems. All right, who's up next?
I don't see Cheesecake Owl, so
okay.
We'll move on to Ducky Owl.
Ducky Owl?
Definitely here.
All right.
She wants a reading for her and Sherlock's friendship/relationship.
All right. No, Evie. No, it does not. What?
Pineapple belongs on pizza.
Oh, yeah, 100%. You could put it... I mean, come on. If Disneyland can put broccoli on pizza, you can put pineapple on pizza. For sure. Okay. All right, let's go. Try to hypnotize herself with a YouTube video. Oh, gosh. All right, let's go. So we got a reading here. Oh.
What is it?
Oh. So the reading for Sherlock Owl and for Ducky Owl regarding their friendship is the Four of Wands. Look at this card. It's about as happy as it gets. Happy people celebrating together with just in the community, in a castle, in a kingdom founded on good, solid principles. You might disagree on the way you think. You might disagree on your feelings. You might even disagree on the practical matters of things. But at the end, you have core foundations and beliefs that you guys stick to that keep you together. Maybe that's your family ties, your friendship, and the various principles that you guys believe in and hold dearly. So that's really beautiful seeing that pop up there for them. Awesome. All right. So that's the card I see there for you. I hope that helps you guys out. That's really nice to see popping up. Let's see what we got next.
Beautiful. That's it for wizard readings, unless someone else wants to hop in.
But I can't eat it because I have diabetes. I'm sorry to hear that, Giovanni. Yeah. That's a bummer. You should try out the slow carb diet. I talk to a doctor first. Don't follow my advice at all. But I've heard that it can be very beneficial for people with diabetes. Helps them regulate their blood sugar because it's a low glycemic index diet. But again,
depends on what type of diabetes too.
Definitely, yeah. Well, either way, it's beneficial for regulating it, even if it's type 2 or type 1. It doesn't really matter. It still helps them regulate it without needing as much insulin. But again, talk to a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Have you seen the anime called Magi? It's about a hero who controls a djinn. Ooh, no, I have not. Interesting. Thanks, Tyler. No problem at all. Laugh out loud. The YouTube video was the hypnosis video with the change your eye color. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I actually do an effect where you can change people's eyes colors through a paracosm. But, yeah, you don't need to be doing a hypnosis video for that. Just to keep... Guys, hypnosis isn't something that's like this magical, mystical thing. As much as the Grease Boy wants you to think. All it is a technique for communicating to your subconscious mind. That's it. It's not magic. It doesn't change anything. It's just a way of saying, hey, you've got a logical reason, but your subconscious isn't convinced. Let's talk to your subconscious and see if we can convince it as well. That's all you're doing. It's nothing too fancy there. In fact, essentially, you can make an argument that using any form of rhetoric is a type of hypnosis. It's nothing that's going to turn you into a chicken. It's not going to change your eyes. It's not going to magically transform your life and make you into a rich billionaire. All of those things are just hacky lies that people make up to try and make money, or magicians will say them so that they can do entertaining effects for entertainment purposes. But again, it's a magician doing a show, so you should not be trusting what a magician says during their show and taking it seriously, because it's magic, it's illusions. That's the whole point.
Giovanni asks, are you trying that levitating subliminal, Tyler?
No, I'm not trying any subliminals. All right. No problem at all. Is there anyone else who's looking for a reading?
No.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining the show today.
Can we just appreciate that we didn't have lag this time?
I was just about to say that.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Yes. So Spectdum, thank you.
Phenomenal.
Thank you for fixing your internet. Thank you for not breaking it.
So
we did
far.
say a prayer before, so also let's thank the
did.
Lord.
Thank you, Jesus.
And so thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for staying through to the end and supporting the show. And we're going to be going, make sure you're in the Discord so you know what's coming up soon. And other than that, I think we're good to go. Is there anything else we need to address?
Intuitive Vowel says, I have a video of a hypnosis guy at my prom who told everyone in the show we won $2.5 million, and I was very convinced.
Yeah, so
that's messed up.
Yeah. So that's the kind of thing that you can do with hypnosis, because you can trick your mind, your subconscious mind, into believing some silly things, because it's used for dealing essentially in dreams. So in the same way that you can believe things in your dreams that you don't believe in real life, it has a similar effect through hypnosis. And it's fun. It's entertaining. It's nothing dangerous or unsafe, but it's also not nearly as powerful as people want you to believe it is, because that's kind of the whole effect. So be careful with those disgusting Grease Boy videos, for example, where he's claiming all these lies and deceptions because he wants to try and get people to give him views so that they can sign up for his scams where he teaches them to steal money from small businesses. What a sick person Grease is. Just a nasty guy. Absolutely vile. All right, boys and girls, we're going to go ahead and close up the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the show. We'll see you the same place, same time, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific Coast time here on YouTube. I'll talk to you all later. And we'll have our first ever reading stream on Thursday, so make sure to invite your friends and bring them along so that they can enjoy the ride for themselves. I think that'll be fun. I think it might be a cool structure in the future, depending on how it goes. If it sucks, we'll move on, but I think that it would be cool if we could do pirate show, reading show, and then we could have a weekly Histories, Mysteries, Paranormal, the full long show as well. That way we have more opportunities for you guys to invite more people. It gives us more of the pirate show, which is more fun. And then we still get the long form stuff there for people to really enjoy and get the fun, entertaining TV show. But again, we're always adopting and changing here. But we got to keep getting this thing going. We got to get this bigger, growing. We got to hit 1,000 owls. Once we hit 1,000 owls, then I won't care anymore. And then I will only care about keeping our 1,000 owls the happiest owls in the world. But until then, we've got to garner some new owls. So let's do it, boys and girls. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. I'll see you guys all later. Peace. Roll the outro.
You just end.